Let us start chapter 8, Introduction to Trigonometry. Here I am going to introduce chapter 8. Now, first of all, you will understand what is the meaning of trigonometry. Metry means measurement and trigo means triangle. That means we are going to measure everything that is included in the triangle. All sides of a triangle can be measured and all angles in the triangle can also be measured using this trigonometric formulas. Now, first thing that should be kept in mind that when you are using trigonometric ratios or angles or sides, then the triangle that you are taking here is always a right angle triangle. Now, what is the meaning of right angle triangle? Right angle triangle means in which one angle is 90-degree angle. Now, you have to take care that which side is here representing perpendicular, which is representing base and which is representing hypotenuse. Now, the side which is just opposite to 90-degree, that is called hypotenuse. Other two sides will be perpendicular and base. That depends on the angle of consideration. If the angle of consideration theta lies here, then the side which is just opposite to theta, that will be perpendicular and the other remaining side will be base. Okay. Suppose theta moves from here to here. One angle is always fixed here, that is 90-degree. We are left with only two angles which are here, which can be formed here or here. If the theta lies here, in that case the angle which the side which is opposite to theta, that is perpendicular and the remaining side is base. But the other case that I am taking now, when theta moves from this corner to this corner. Suppose theta lies here. This is your right angle. Okay. If theta moves here, now I told you the side which is opposite to 90-degree, that is hypotenuse, and the side which is opposite to theta, that is perpendicular, and what is the remaining side, that is base. So you can see here, base shifts from this side to this side when theta changes its position. When theta is lying here, then base is here and perpendicular is here. But when theta changes its position, theta moves to this place, then in that case base lies here and the side which is opposite to theta, that becomes a perpendicular. So you will be having different questions when theta will lie on this place or theta will lie on this place. Now in those questions you have to take care because perpendicular and base will change in those questions. Okay, before starting the question you have to check where theta lies. If theta lies here, then perpendicular will be here. If theta lies here, perpendicular will be just opposite, that will be on this side. Now we can find 6 trigonometric ratios by using these sides. 6 ratios we can find, but we will find just 3 and we will find another 3 by reciprocating the given 3 ratios. Now how can we find 3 basic ratios? 3 basic ratios are sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, and these work with these perpendicular and base in hypotenuse. Okay. When we are talking of sin theta, we will be taking perpendicular and hypotenuse. In the numerator, we will be keeping perpendicular and in the denominator, we will be having hypotenuse. So, the sin theta is actually perpendicular by hypotenuse. When we are talking of cos theta, then in that case, we will be using base over hypotenuse. Base over hypotenuse. And when we are talking of tan theta, then hypotenuse we will skip. We will be taking only perpendicular and base. So tan theta will be perpendicular over base. So we have got 3 basic trigonometric ratios. Sin theta works on perpendicular and hypotenuse. Cos theta works on base and hypotenuse, and tan theta works on perpendicular and base. So these will help you to find the sides if you are asked for, or the angle you are asked for. These things we can find if you are using sin theta. Now how you will come to know that whether we are using sin theta if in the question you are given that perpendicular is this, find hypotenuse, or hypotenuse is given, find perpendicular, then you will be using sin theta. You will check that which side I am given. If I am given perpendicular and hypotenuse, that means I am using sin theta. Same way, if I am given base hypotenuse, that means I have to use cos theta. So it depends on these sides that which angle you are going to use. If we are talking of perpendicular and hypotenuse, that means I am using sin theta formula. In that case, theta may be missing, perpendicular may be missing, and hypotenuse can also be missing. One out of these three will be missing and two others will be given. Suppose you are given theta is 30 and hypotenuse is 4. Then you can find by cross multiplying, you can find perpendicular same way. From these three, one can be missing and other two will be given. Those can be these two or these two or these two. If these two are given, you have to find theta. Same way, if you are given perpendicular and base, then you will be using tan theta. In that case, theta may be missing, perpendicular may be missing, or base may be missing. So out of these three, again one thing will be missing, and that you will find by using other two given things. Now, how to find the opposite ratios of this? If you are known that sin theta is having this value, cos theta and tan theta, if you have learned this, then you can find another three ratios by using these. That means if you reciprocate perpendicular and hypotenuse, hypotenuse shifts in perpendicular side, that means it comes in numerator, and this perpendicular shifts in denominator. Then you will write hypotenuse of perpendicular, and that will be named as cosecant theta. Opposite of sine is cosecant theta. Here these two change their position. Same way, if hypotenuse and base change the position, suppose these two interchange the places, that means hypotenuse lies here and base is there in the denominator, then that ratio is called secant theta. Okay. If these two change their position, that means if base is here and perpendicular there in the denominator, then that ratio is called cot theta. So we can, by using these three ratios, if you have learned these three ratios, we can find further three ratios which are just the reciprocal of these given these three ratios. Sin theta's opposite is cosecant, cos theta's opposite is secant, and tan theta's opposite is cot theta. Okay. Here also one thing will be missing and you have to find other two. So if you have learned this thing that I have explained just here, first I have told you that your trigonometry will work only in the right angle triangle. Then you have to judge where is the perpendicular, where is the base, and where is the hypotenuse. The side which is just opposite to 90 degree, that is called hypotenuse. And when you are having angle of concentration here, theta lies here, then perpendicular will be just opposite to theta. If angle of concentration shifts here, okay, it goes up, then it will again be opposite to angle theta. That means perpendicular will lie here on this side, and the other remaining side which is left, perpendicular and hypotenuse you have find. The other remaining side is the base, and here also other remaining side is base. Now you have come to know where lies perpendicular, where lies hypotenuse, and where is the base. Now next thing is that we can find 6 trigonometric ratios. If I am using perpendicular and hypotenuse, I will come to know the sin theta value. If I am given base and hypotenuse, I will come to know cos theta, and if I am given these two things, then I will come to know tan theta, and by reciprocating these I will get cosecant, secant, and cot. Thank you.